Hey. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I was living. I was live. That's a word. Oh, I can't show my camera because this one's open. Let me fix that real quick. Here we go. Now you should be able to see me. Okay. There we go. How are you guys? Are you so good? That means you're so good. I'm so glad. We've got a really amazing call tonight. My name is Denise Walsh. I've been a part of this business for almost 12 years, about 11 and a half years. I cannot even believe it's been that long, but I know that I'm supposed to be here, and because of that, I've thrived in this business, and I know that same thing for you. So we've got three amazing guests tonight who just won the Dream Life Adventure Cruise. So this is the third leadership retreat that I'm putting on with our team. My friend Carla is partnering with me, and we do a contest for 3 people to earn a free cruise. And then everyone else is available, or invited. You're all invited as well to get a cabin, to bring some friends, some teammates, do your own contest if you wish. And if you're interested in coming to this event, then you need to get with me this week, because we are planning to get everything figured out this week, because it's apparently almost sold out. On this cruise, it's a Royal Caribbean cruise, and we're going to an island that's called Coco Cay, that it's the first time it's ever been opened. And so apparently that's a big deal. And apparently the ship's almost sold out. So apparently we need to get our stuff booked. So with that being said, if you're interested in coming in and getting your own cabin with your team or whatever, absolutely let me know. And I've got all the prices on the Black Diamond Mind and all of that. But we've got 3 amazing winners, and I'd love for you to hear their stories. I'm first going to interview Miss Jen Lemke. If you want to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yay. So she's going to be interviewed twice tonight, because she's like a rock star, of course. So we're going to have her go first so she can hop on another call and share her story again. But Jen, I have to be honest, I was so not surprised when you won. And I say that, you guys, because she has made the commitment and the decision and has had the drive to go make it happen all year long. She was host to post queen. She's signing up customers and distributors left and right, and she's just making things happen. So Jen, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let you share a little bit about your story. If you guys have any questions for her, post them in the chat, and I'll ask them as we go through. So yay, Jen.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Denise. And, unlike you, I was very surprised when I won, because it just, it's obviously an honor, anytime you can win one of these amazing contests. And honestly, thank you so much for everything you do for us. So, my name's Jen Lemke. I'm a double diamond leader in Canada, and I've been with the company 4.5 years, 4.25. I started for the same reason most people did, an extra $500 a month. That was why I started. And, for us, this company has been the biggest blessing. About a year into my business, I was able to quit my full-time job, and I have been home with my 2 boys, Cole and Cohen, ever since. So actually almost 3 years full-time from home. So loving that, loving the business, loving the company. And yes, the host to post is definitely something that exploded all of our businesses, right? I mean, if you've been in the business for a year, then you know what we're talking about, because I think it was around a year ago this time when host to post just went crazy. And so I was kind of just looking back at the distributors that I did enroll for this contest. And, it's really a variety of where these people came from, So I was just kind of going through my list, and some of them were current, former loyal customers who love the products. I myself actually started as a loyal customer as well. So loyal customers, I had run a Facebook ad, which I don't do a lot, but I did boost a post in my business page, which I rarely use, but I had a couple people come on board for that, host to post for sure. And then, just kind of random ads that people have just kind of been watching, me and my story over the last 4 years. So I guess one thing, that I would just want to share with you guys tonight is, no matter where you are in your journey, always be about where you're going. And even on those days where you're not sure where you're going, that's where, you know, you can still, that's where you really need to like dig deep and just realize that there are always going to be days where you don't feel amazing, but then there are always going to be those other days where things are going to be, you know, truly just feel like a gift in this business. So, you know, really that's kind of it. I'm so excited for this trip. I'm so excited to spend time with all you guys, Denise especially, and just, you know, thank you so much. It's a real honor. So I'm really excited.
Yes. Well, we're really excited to do. I mean, these trips are they change the trajectory of lives. You know what I mean? Like it's a 1% shift where an onion layer is peeled off, your hope and your vision is bigger, and you just leave like different. And Jen, so I'm excited for to just have the week, and we do a lot of laughing and playing because there's only 2 hours of talk time and then it's just hang out. But I do have to ask you, so it sounds like you did a lot of following up. It were any of these 10 people that you signed up? So for those that don't know, they all won by getting 10 fast starts in January, and it's only the 22nd, which means they signed up distributors who got their customers and they earned 10 fast starts this month. The first 3 people who earned 10 fast starts earned a trip. So Jen, you were any of them like the first time you talked to them, or were most of them people that you had to build the rapport with and kind of massage a bit?
Yeah, for sure. It was a process. You know, and I always say, like, when I look back on different times when I promoted in the company, whether it was Ruby or Diamond or Double Diamond, and looking at those people in those charts and, you know, looking back in the conversations from where our conversation did start. And I was just always so thankful that I worked that day. You know what I mean? Because it was always like 3 months prior. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I got to work that day and, you know, started this conversation with this person, whether it was through Host to Post or what have you, and then stayed consistent in following up with them, staying connected with them, and building that relationship. Because when it was time for them to come aboard, you know, the time was right in my business as well. So, yeah.
I love that. I'm so glad I showed up for work today, and we can show up to work in our pajamas on the couch during a snow day, you know, like today. And really you can show up for work in this business an hour before, you know, at lunch, or an hour after the kids go to bed. Like it really does fit into your schedule, but you do have to show up. And it also sounds like even if you don't feel like it, you have your end goal in mind. Tell me about that.
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, yeah, there's been lots of days where, you know, being in the business for 4.5 years, and I'm sure you can relate, Denise, being in like, is it 12? Have I got that right?
Yeah, almost 12.
You know, some days, yeah.
Still look young, right? Right.
Some days it can feel like, you know, you're going through the motions, you're doing the same thing. And although some days are super exciting, some days can be kind of just the same. And so it's really on those days. And sometimes it's in this weather, right? Like, I don't know where everyone is, like Rye, I'm not sure how to say your name. You're obviously in a place like, you know, tropical and beautiful. I think you're in Australia, so that's different for you. But, you know, here in the wintertime in Canada, you know, you can just kind of feel blah. And you know what, regardless of how you feel, you still, you know, get to work and you do the power hour, you make the list and you check things off. And, you know, you always get fired up as you're doing it. You're always feeling good because you're talking to new people all the time. So, I mean, definitely still just gotta, you know, do what we need to do and just focus on that goal. Like, have that vision, like have it on your wall, have your dream board up. I have presidential, like, and it's going to be plastered all over my house all year long. I got to put it here and here and here and here and here. So I see it so that I know that that's where I'm going. So, you know, having that goal, knowing you're going to get there is going to keep you excited about, you know, every day.
Exactly. I always like to say we work our business based on what I want, not based on how we feel. And because your life happens and kids get sick or you're tired or, you know, it's always easier to watch Netflix, but that's not going to get you closer to your goal. And so those who are disciplined and those who say yes to their business consistently are the ones who are promoting and experiencing success. So anything else you want to mention before you hop on your other call?
No, I think that's it. We'll pass it on to who's ever next. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. And congratulations again for winning a free cruise, my friend.
So excited.
All right. Next up, I'm going to have Macy unmute. Yay. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Macy. Okay, Macy was the second winner that we had. And do you live in Virginia? Is that right?
Yes, Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Okay, cool. And so when I go to Charlotte, I get to see you guys when I'm in Charlotte. But Macy is somebody who is, hold on, I hear background noise. There we go. I don't know who that was, but that's okay. Okay, so Macy, first of all, big congratulations on winning. I want to know from you, did you mean to win or did you accidentally win?
Well, I already had 7 lined up and then you announced it. So I was already almost there. So when it was kind of accident, kind of like I was praying hard for it too. Like I really wanted it.
Okay. And how long have you been in the business?
It's been 2.5 years, but it's been only 2 years since I actually started working it.
Okay. Yeah. We say there's 2 D-days, the day you sign up and the day you decide to get to work. So tell me a little bit about why you got started and a bit about your journey, and then we'll go into the specific contest.
Okay. So I originally started, I found out about this through a friend at church, and it was actually introduced to my mom. And my mom has lupus, so she used to be on the couch 4 or 5 days a week. Sorry. I didn't think I would do this. Sorry, guys. Her friend kept telling her, you should try our greens, you should try our greens, you should try our greens. And my mom was like, no, I'm fine. I'm not going to try that. Like, they say everything works, but I don't think that's going to work. And so then she saw the wrap magnet on her car and was like, okay, maybe I'll try that because I had a C-section. And so she tried it and she loved it. And then so she was like, okay, maybe I'll try the greens. And she was on it for a few weeks, and we started to notice that she was only on the couch maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. And we saw her having more energy instead of being fatigued all the time. We saw her just feeling a lot better. And she eventually ran out because me and my dad started taking them because we're like, this has to be some good stuff. Like, so we started taking them. And then we just knew from then on out, like I wanted to change many lives. At the time I was only 17, so I wasn't able to start for a few more months. But then when I finally turned 18, I joined, and then I started college. So that's why I didn't start for 6 months, because I was full-time college, 3 jobs, and I feel like I had no time. And finally I just felt like God was saying, okay, it works, and now this is all I do.
Okay, so you saw your mom's transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about the products, tell me how your testimonies help you sign customers.
I don't feel like I share the testimonies as much as I should, because I mostly get my customers from Host to Host. But when they do ask for testimonies, I feel like they're a huge, huge help, especially the people that are skeptic about it. But mostly I don't think I don't share it enough. I need to start sharing more.
Testimonies are really, I mean, it's that third party credibility, right? Where it's like, it's not just cool, like this is really helpful. So tell me, how has it increased your confidence in the product?
I do believe that, because once I saw what happened to her and I tried a few products and got results myself, I just had full belief, and I just wanted to share it with everybody I know.
Right. Yeah. I think that's part of it, going from, does this work? Is this interesting? To like, holy cow, this actually like seriously changed our family. Like our family is better because of this experience. And when that's like that head to heart connection again, where you're like, oh, I know that I know that I know. And I'm so excited about it. And I'm doing everybody a favor by talking to them about it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're on a mission. You know, because you're like, okay, I know that there's people out there just like my mom who don't feel good and they want to feel better, and this can help them.
Mm-hmm.
So now, are you still in college?
I'm not. I dropped out after I hit Emerald. because
All right.
I just
Okay.
knew God had a bigger plan for me. So
Okay. And so tell me how this past year has been.
I can't even put into words. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so emotional right now. I just feel like I went from ground, like bottom zero, to like I'm just going to the top. Sorry.
I'm like, I'm gonna cry too.
I
Well,
just
here's
feel
the
like my
deal. When
team's
you
so
dig
much.
down deep and you decide that you're gonna go for it and you jump all in, like it's not just a head desire, it's a heart desire, and you can tell that your heart's in it. And because of that, you're bringing business to you because they can tell your heart's in it too. So what changed this year? Not only did you jump in and you were like, all right, this is my mission. This is my mission, my ministry essentially as well.
Mhm.
What else have you done this year to cultivate your business?
I think the biggest thing is self-development. I used to do devotions on my phone for maybe a few minutes a day, and that would get me through the day and stuff. But I felt like once I started getting deep into my Bible every single morning, no matter if I woke up early or late, I made time for God. And I felt like ever since I started doing that, my business just exploded. It's crazy.
So tell me more about what you've learned through the personal development and really carving out that time for you to connect each day.
Well, I feel like when I have my mindset, like if I start my day like that, my mindset's a lot better. If I get a lot of no's, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Next, move on. As to like when I don't start my day that way, I feel like I get stressed a lot. I get upset over the no's, over the okay, I was gonna order today, but now I'm not, and stuff like that. And I feel like when I start my day that way, I'm a better leader, and I can pour into my team a lot better that way.
Amen. The whole chat. Amen, sister. That's right. That's awesome. So mindset's huge. You guys, we all know that. Mindset, personal development, and really creating this space for you to be centered and connected and full. You know, we can't fill from an empty cup. And so we need to be full ourselves so we can overflow instead of pouring out all the time and then being empty. So when we fill ourselves up every morning, not only are we gaining tools, you know, you're learning tips and tricks and, we're like, basically you'll hear all of us on stage just regurgitate things we've been learning for the past decade, right? Because we're all we're reading and learning and teaching and learning and teaching and all of that. So you're learning tips and tricks, but you're also filling your soul. But you still have to work. So tell us what you've been doing to actually generate leads this year.
So the main things I do every single day is I keep it simple. I try to get at least 10 to 20 people to host a post for me. I post at least 3 to 5 times a day, and I do my self-development. That's literally all I do. And but the most important part is when I do my self-development, I pray that God will lead me to people that need this or that are praying for this, so that it's not all about I need to get a customer today. It's more like whose life can I change today. I just feel like it's more like a mindset thing. And I forget what your question was.
I want you to say your 6 list again. What are things that you do every day?
Well, I only have 3 lists.
Okay, 3 lists. Go ahead.
So I post every day. I try to get at least 1 personal post, 1 inspirational, 1 product and 1 distributor or story post. And then I try to get at least 10 to 20 people to post for me. I pray over those posts, and I make sure that if they're not thriving, then I'm going to have to get more people to post for me. I make sure at least 2 or 3 are booming that day, or I don't feel like I'm getting productive stuff done. I'm very bad at organization, so I don't follow up a lot as I should, but I'm working on that part. But so posting, host a post, and then self-development. Those are my 3 things that I make sure I get done every day.
Awesome. And you guys heard she said she posts consistently, but she's still asking people to post for her. So she's still saying, hey, can you tag me in a post? And that's getting her name into their friend group, right? And then she said 10 to 12 a day. But then out of those 10 to 12, making sure at least 2 to 3 are really popping. Like people are really engaging on those. So I want you to hear the stats. It's not like do 1 and it works or doesn't work. It's not even like do 3 and see what happens. It's like consistently 10 a day, knowing that only 2 or 3 are going to really make a big difference in her business. And then you're friending those people, you're following up with those people, you're adding to them. Would you say from your host to post, people sign immediately, or are they now just a part of your network that you continue to kind of massage?
I would say about 10 to 20% sign immediately, and the rest of them, I usually get them on my post. So they'll see my post 5 or 6 more times in the next month, and I'll sign them within the next 2 or 3 months. Sometimes I'll sign them the next week, but it's just really, I feel like the posts are more, if I'm sharing my results, then that's what usually gets them. And then they're like, okay, how do I sign up?
Oh, isn't that interesting? They want to know. Guys, you'll find that people just want to know, is it safe? Does it work? Did you use it? Tell me your story. Is it safe? Does it work? Okay, so when you share your story, people seem to say yes to you a little bit faster. Now, people are asking, what are the host of posts are you using? Is it Coffee? Is it Cleanse? Is it ThermoFight X? What are you focusing on?
So last year when I was getting about 30 customers a month, I was doing the Cleanse post, but I feel like I've had almost my whole friends list do that. So now I'm doing ThermoFight X, and that's what's gotten me to 23 so far this month. And then I'm also doing distributor host to post. And that's just who's trying to make 300 to 500 a month kind of thing. Like all you have to do is post, message, stuff like that.
Awesome. Are you following up with text, like writing through messages, or are you using voice messages?
I'm too shy to do voice message, so I'm always doing follow-up through just regular text.
Cool. Aw, everyone is loving on you right now. If you can't see the chats, they're all like, you're the best leader and we love you and we're so proud of you. Gladys says, way to be super intentional. And I think that's the thing, is when you wake up with a goal in mind, you will always move towards it. If you wake up with whatever happens today, guess what you're going to get? Whatever happens today, happens today. And so you're waking up not only with intention in your mind, but with intention in your heart, because you're saying there's people out there that want this, that are hungry for it. And thank you for putting those people in my path today. Mm-hmm. And you're seeing yourself 3 steps ahead, and you're talking about it as if it's happening. And you're saying, thank you. You know, you're not saying things like, you can, have you ever been in a prayer group where it kind of feels like gossip, where you're just like, people are complaining all of the time? Yeah. The prayer that you're doing is like, thank you for the things that I might not see right now, but I expect that you're going to bring, because it's the desire of my heart and I know that it's good. You know what I mean? So that's part of the prayer and the casting vision, is saying thank you for these amazing people that are rocking out on my team. Thank you for the divine appointments. Thank you for these people that need and want what we have. Thank you for these people that are hungry for what we have, and that are ready to make a change. It's like that's casting vision for you and your team, and expecting the desires of your heart to be filled. So
I wondered.
I love that.
I was looking for where you went.
Hold on. There's another. Let me unmute you again. There we go. Okay. So any other questions that you guys have for Macy? So specifically for this challenge, I said the first people who got 10 fast starts in January got the cruise. You knew that you had some people that were, you had 7 kind of on the fence. You didn't know that they were going to get their customers, but you knew that that you could. Did you make a decision, or did it just kind of happen?
I made a decision.
Tell me more.
Well, since I started doing your Dream Life Journal, I was praying to God every day about the cruise and everything, and I just knew I needed this many customers, and I needed to help my team get this many customers. I had to train my team to do this, and if I didn't do it, then I'm not gonna get it. So it's either that, it's like go big or go home.
And you made the decision. It was focused.
Mhm.
Again, like you said, there's 2 D-days, right? The day you decide to join and the day you decide to get to work. And sometimes we have that every month.
Yeah.
The day you decide, all right, I'm going to sign up 1 customer a day. That's a decision. And guess what happens? You work more focused, more intentional, right? I'm going to go Ruby this month. You do it until. And so you made the decision. You said, all right, I'm close and I'm going to go get it. And you did. You did. So anybody out there who's got a goal and they want it to, do you have any ideas, feedback, or like thoughts for them?
Oh gosh. I just think that gosh, that's a hard question.
So think back to you when you decided to jump all in. I'm sure it hasn't been smooth sailing ever since. Maybe it has. That's okay too.
I just feel like when you set a goal, like you just gotta keep your eyes on the goal, and you can't be looking left and right on who's working, who's not, who's saying yes, who's saying no, who's posting for you, whose post is booming, if you're getting likes, if you're not. You just gotta focus. If you want that goal, you gotta give it to God for 1, and then 2, you gotta go to work. You gotta stay focused, and you just gotta keep going. I don't know if I answered your question.
Mic drop. I mean, you guys, that's it. That's it. And you've seen a crazy shift in yourself and in your business this year. So what's your goals for 2019?
I'm going really big. I'm shooting for ambassador.
All right. You can do it. I mean, that's the thing, is it's possible. It's absolutely possible. So it might as well be you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So for those that don't know, to go emerald, diamond, and double, you need 2 strong legs. To go triple, you need 3 strong legs. To go ambassador or presidential, you need 4 strong legs. To go ambassador, you need 5 strong legs. 5 people who want to duplicate what you're doing and want to hang out with you and want to do host to post and meet up at coffee shops and rap people and whatever it is. Like, you can do that. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to hang out with you in the Caribbean on our adventure. You are exactly the type of person that we pray to find in this business. So when we find you, we don't let you go.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the invite. And thank you for all you do for us. Absolutely.
Well, I know Macy's word this year is bold. So give her some love, you guys. She was nervous about being on today. And I can tell you, this is just the first of many. By the time you get to say your ambassador's speech, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got this down. So thank you for saying yes and for going after it. And I'm excited to spend time with you too.
Thank you so much, Denise.
Yay. Okay. Got one more. Oh no. Oh, here you are. Okay. I was like, are you on lunch break?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I knew you were on lunch break. I did not know how long you had. So thank you so much for hanging out. So
That's
is it Ree or Rye? How do you say it?
It's Ree.
Ree. Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Now, you guys, Ree is the first person who won. She got 10 fast starts within like 2 weeks. You guys, that's $1,000 in just bonuses that these ladies are earning in just the first few weeks of January. So the beautiful thing about this is it's not just the work that they're doing like today. It's really the work they were doing October, November, December that set them up for this success. So you live in Australia. It's Wednesday afternoon. It's lunchtime. Yep. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And I'd love for you to just share a bit about your story, and then we'll talk into how you won this amazing cruise.
Sure, no worries. It's super hot here today, by the way. So my story, where did I start? So I've been following Jackie on Instagram, Jackie Marchant on Instagram for about 2 years until I saw a post just recently. When was it? Back in October. So I've only been doing this for 3 months. I saw a post about her not working her 9 to 5 and how that she's loving the freedom and, you know, she can travel wherever she wants, do whatever she wants. And my mindset was just in that right mindset at that time. Because 2 years ago, it wasn't in that mindset. I was like studying my conveyancing and thought, nah, I don't have time for this, and basically ignored Jackie's follow-up messages. I'm so sorry. And then, yeah, because I'd just been to Europe in August and came back and I thought, I don't want to do 9 to 5. I actually hate this job. Like, traveling is my passion. I absolutely love it and it brings me to life. So I really wanted to find something that would allow me to work remotely. And health and wellness is a big interest of mine as well. So it was just a perfect opportunity when I opened up and listened to Jackie. So yeah.
Yay. Well, congrats on Jackie for lovingly stalking you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing, is it really is just a timing thing. You know, you weren't ready 2 years ago because you were at a different phase in your life. And then a couple years in to corporate world, you go, okay, never mind. Not.
Exactly. You realize how dull it is.
So you guys, she signed up in October, is coming to conference in January, so in just a few weeks, and coming back in May for the Bahama cruise. So you kind of had the same D-Day. You joined and then you got to work very quickly. So tell me a little bit about what you started to do immediately.
Okay. It was about the third day in. Jackie's like, oh, you should get the conference ticket, you know, it will build your team quite quickly. And I thought, okay, look, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all out and just do it. So I got the conference ticket, started doing posts about the opportunity, and I started posting a lot. That's all I can really remember is what I started. And I said to Jackie, oh my God, I'm surrounded by skeptics. How the hell do I get this off the ground? And she's like, oh my God, will you just relax? You don't even have your business builder kit yet. Just chill. So I would have to say that me getting the conference ticket and getting the 20 coupon codes, the $22 ones, are what really helped me boost, because it wasn't until 10 days in that I got my first loyal customer.
Yeah. So the conference tickets and then the codes gave you urgency, gave you a deadline, gave you something really exciting to message people, because it wasn't something that would last forever. So did they did you use them all on friends and family, or are they people that you didn't know yet?
So my friends and family didn't support me at all. They just thought, no, we don't know what this is. We're not going to listen to you. So I basically had no support from friends and family. I did try, because I thought, look, 4 loyal customers in first 30 days. Yes, I've got this. None of them said yes. It wasn't until the constant posting and the host of posts where I started getting messages from people asking me about what it is. So I think what really helped was the constant posting and just being consistent with it, and showing people that this is not just going to go away after 2 weeks, because I'm going to give it a real go. I've actually got a strong passion and vision behind it. So yeah, and now here I am.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite product so far?
I love the keto coffee. I absolutely love it. It's my thing, my go-to. Love it.
Okay. And so when you're posting, are you posting product, business, life? Tell us a little bit about how you do it to draw people into conversation.
I post on my story, I post a lot about the products and what they do. And my random post will be more about how this opportunity has changed my life, how it's kind of made me into a happier person, and I feel like I'm on the right path. So I feel like not posting directly about join my team and I've got this product is kind of attracting a lot more people, because a lot more people are messaging me out of the blue rather than me chasing them. Because the other lot of people are from post to post. The 350 giveaway that goes off and goes crazy. So yeah, I would have to say it's more the host to post, and then over time building that relationship, as Macy and was it Jen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Macy and Jen said, you've got to build that relationship with people, because some of them were maybe a month ago that I was talking to, and then said, yes, okay, I'm ready to order now. So yeah.
So your posts, so a lot of the more direct, like this is what ThermoFight X is all in stories. So you guys think about that. The stories is a great place to say, swipe up, action here. This is detailed. This is like, you know, of course this is me talking to my camera. You want to like have your face in front of the story as well and talk to it. But it's more direct there on your feed, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. It's more lifestyle, and you can obviously throw pictures and products in too, but it's more sporadic and it's much more drawing people into conversations. So your story is, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. I get to go to the States twice in 1 year. Like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do. I want to travel, and I love health and wellness, and I get to do all of that here and hang out with my friends and call it work. Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, I was just telling Jackie, there was a season where I saw her every month, every other month, because we were so many fun events all the time, and she was coming to everything. And so you get to like share how you're using your gifts and your passion within this business, and it's helping you to come alive.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. The passion, I think the passion and the vision is what I've had from the very beginning, and what has helped me grow so fast. I'm a big person for mindset, and I'm total believer in law of attraction too. So I know if there's anything negative or people say no, I'm just like, okay, next. I just have so many people in my messenger that I don't even notice people that say no. I'm just constantly having all these different conversations, and I'm like, they'll be back. They'll come back.
Well, and you think of yourself 2 years ago, you just weren't ready yet. So it wasn't like the product was bad or the opportunity was bad. It was just you were in a position where you didn't have a brain cell for it. You weren't ready for it. And then when the time was right, you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Right.
I always like to say we become professional ignorers of the things we don't want and professional askers of the things we do want. So the no's, you're like, boop, I don't even hear that. It's like not even radar, because you're only focusing on where you want to go.
Exactly.
I love that. All right. So for anybody here that is starting 2019 off with big goals, big vision, or maybe they want to, but they're not quite sure how to create that vision for themselves, what would you say to somebody on this call?
I would say starve your distraction and feed your focus. So know what you want and know where you're going, and just do it. Everything. If you just have that thought in your mind from the very beginning, every day, every morning, you know what you want to do, the work, it'll come easy. You won't have to think about how you're doing it. You won't have to think about those people who are saying no. You won't have to think about those negative comments that people do on social media and network marketers. Don't worry about them. Just, you know what you want, and you've seen people do it. You have proof. You don't, just do it. Just go.
Awesome. Well, you can see why these three ladies won. I mean, they have the personal development, the mindset shift, right? They know what they want and they're going for it. And you can tell it's connected from their head to their heart. They're not just like, hopefully it'd be cool. No, they're bold prayers. They're asking bold questions. They're going after it. And they're doing it until. So you guys, what they have won is something that, like this cruise, we're going to do another one in November. There's things going on with corporate all of the time, but it takes that decision, the discipline, and the drive. I just made that up. That's good. Decision, discipline, and drive to go get it, because it's at our fingertips, all of us. It's just a matter of when. So it's up to you, right? How much grit do you have? How much energy do you have? Because as Jen said, she'll look back and go, I'm so glad I worked my business that day. I'm so glad I got on the team call that day. I'm so glad that I had that aha moment, that the flip was switched, because now I have the vision that I might not have had before. And because of that, my life is changing. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for getting on your lunch break. I'm so glad it worked.
No worries.
You guys are beautiful from inside and out, Macy and Jen as well. And you know, we're just so proud to have you on the team and can't wait to see all of you at conference in just next week. Just next week. That's coming up fast.
Wow.
I know.
It's next week.
Wednesday. When do you come in?
Mel, Jackie, and I are coming in on the Thursday morning, I think, American time. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you'll get there Thursday. So we'll see you at the meet and greet. Hopefully.
I'm so excited to meet you.
I know. I know.
Wow.
We'll be hanging out all weekend. We've got a
I'm
suite.
super
We've got lots
excited.
of things we're going to be inviting you guys to. So, 6 p.m. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I still have no idea.
I know. That's why. That's all right. Jackie knows. That's the important part.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you've got any questions for them, go back to the Black Diamond Mind page and ask away. You guys, that's part of why we do these calls, is because there's so much wisdom, experience, ideas, brainstorming within our team. And we want all of us to benefit from each other. So one question, Crystal says, when doing host to post, use the same product for the 10 to 12 people a day. Macy, I think that one's for you.
Yes, recently I've been doing the same product because I feel like if I'm doing different ones, then I'm constantly having to like shift my mindset. Okay, I need to send them about this, and then I got to send them about this, rather than, okay, this is what I'm going to send to each person every time, because I kind of have a script for each one. But I like to stay at least so I'm not stressed out about it.
Yeah. Because again, you'll find people ask the same questions. So if you have a cleanse or ThermoFight X, you'll develop the answers to the common questions. And then you basically can just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Cool. Good. Good question. Yay. Gladys, I know. I'll see you in next week too. Robin. Yay. All right. Well, thanks again for hanging out, you guys. We love, love, love you. And we will see you next week and some of you at conference. See you guys.